everyone, welcome to today's Altcoin Bible. Hitting today's session with a lot of energy. There are signs that the market is trying to bottom here, which is fantastic. That is a topic I get into more detail with if you're a newsletter subscriber and you want to watch the extended version of this session. I want to crack straight into my cherry ripe Wonder Watch and my danger zone today. Here is Solana, and I'm actually putting Solana as my cherry ripe today. Now, it's some of these charts, they're trying to recover. And what I'm looking for is quite specific. I'm looking for potential trend reversals and resistance, flip back support. Solana's fulfilling a bit of that criteria at the moment. So I'm really watching it. And plus, Solana has just been smashed sentiment-wise as well. So there is every indication that we could get a bounce here. But what I wanted to just bring your attention to on the Sol chart is this major range, maybe even a wedge, you could say, climbed out, back down. But this level here is very obvious to me as, sort of this support level. Now, what Solana did here, now it's not massively conclusive yet, but Solana this morning, fell down to, yesterday, $111, which, pretty crazy prices. And it actually closed a whisker above the support level. So when that happens, I take notice. I had my alert there. It said support, flipped, resistance flipped, potentially back into support. Now we have to pay attention for today. This candle here, this one can close here, then we're off. But I think here you can zoom in a little bit and just have a look. I think a close above the support level is pretty good. And again, you have to be careful, just going long straight away. But this here to me looks okay in terms of risk reward entry. You can kind of manage risk if it starts to close beneath on a daily. But here I reckon we could wick down and come back up. That's just my 2 cents worth. But if I go back to the daily again, I'm just looking at support levels and resistance on where things might be changing. And just at a really high level, you can see here this strong bullish divergence, pretty much confirming. It hasn't confirmed until it breaks out, obviously, but this is looking a lot better. So you see the price action, these candlesticks, lower low, while the RSI is moving in a higher low. So that to me is really promising at support, trying to recover here, could chop around here a little bit more, but generally this does look okay. Just with altcoins in general though, this is just spotting potential visit. I wouldn't be FOMOing into anything here. I really want to see a trend reversal first, which would mean breaking the downtrend and then creating a higher high, that type of option. But so far this is a pretty good candidate for a cherry ripe trend reversal. HBAR, similar conditions but not exactly the same. So with HBAR here, I'm just seeing sort of price action getting that lower low, while the RSI has made a pretty extreme higher low, which is great. It's trying to recover now I've got here the 200 EMA. So it's already back above the 200 day. I never lost that, which is great, but it's trying to claw, and it closed back above the 200 EMA. So that's another sort of signal tick that I'm looking for. And I think here, this is a pretty good spot for a run at least back into this region here. So if I was looking to, buy HBAR, I'd be waiting for another close above, say, the 200, but essentially just this support level. You can see here, just to close above here on the daily tomorrow. And I think that's pretty good to run back a little bit high. Sell levels could be 0.22, 0.24, and potentially you're looking for a longer setup, but then just be a little bit careful that we're still in this longer term downtrend. So that's all I would be looking at here. You could also be targeting, say, the 200 SMA. You see the 0.618 fib is really holding up the situation. Now, I just realized I didn't sort of give you maybe an idea of where to take some profits on Solana. So that would be running back maybe into the 20 SMA here. That would be around 144. And then maybe a little bit higher, target 162. That's kind of best case scenario if we get a really strong bounce from this level. We'll just have to wait and see. But still, you're taking on a bit of risk getting into some of these alts, so that has to be factored in with your strategy. All right, danger zone for today is, again, it's sort of following the TA, but also fundamentals. And one may lead one other, but generally you're getting a good insight into what's going on in the big picture by just looking at the chart. Now, Litecoin for a long time was pretty strong. It was trying to break out of this longer term compression, but it was trying to gain strength, but it could not break out of that 140 level. We see on the green there, I have alerts stacked there. It never could. It's rolled over to a really strong degree, 35%, like most other altcoins, but I don't like this here. So it's found its way beneath obviously the 200 EMA and the 200 SMA. The SMA is probably my bigger guidepost. I don't normally look at the 200 EMA, but in here it's probably useful because it's at that key support level. But here it's closed well beneath the 200 SMA. So Litecoin has to recover that, but now it's sort of contending with these three crucial levels, you know, sort of that one straight above, then this one here, and then we've got the major one up here. So Litecoin, not a big fan of it here. I think the bears are in full control. Yes, the RSI is at a real low ebb, but I think this can just run straight into resistance and come down maybe for a final flush, maybe again to feel out this support level where these wicks are, or make a lower low. We also have to acknowledge that the Litecoin ETF was delayed by the SEC. So that's going to add to potentially the downside potential on the chart. All right, guys, hope you have a wonderful day. Hope you enjoyed this analysis. Sorry, before I leave, if you're looking to maybe acquire Litecoin, I'd be looking more at these key structural levels down here. If on a failure, either back at support or the next level lower, which would be in that 72 to 80 range. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. See you next time. Bye-bye.